Here we're going to take a look at doing a flexible budget on Excel. And so this is a little bit of a demonstration. So we have our heading here. This is Mojave Inc. Flexible Budget for the month ended April 30th. Now you can have a flexible budget for the year and then have all the months listed out, or just the yearly amounts, or just the monthly amounts. This one is just for the month of April. So when you have a flexible budget, it means that every column has a different amount of units that you think you're going to sell or that you might sell. And so here, this one is made for what if we sell 4,000 units, what if we sell 7,000 units. So that's what's on here first. And then it'll figure out our sales and our variable costs, our contribution margin, our fixed costs, our operating income from the numbers that we have for 4,000. What if we sell 4,000 or what if we sell 7,000? Of course, you can have a whole bunch of things. We can have 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, however many units that you want to take a look at. Then in Chapter 10, when we're taking a look at standards and doing a flexible budget performance report, you're going to use the column that fits what actually ended up happening. So if our master budget is for 7,000 units, we might have one for 4, for 5, for 6, and then for 8, for 9, and for 10. Then we see what actually we sold, how many units we actually sold, and that's the column we're going to work with when we do the standard costs. Okay, so, but here we just have 2 columns so we can at least see how it works. And so here we're told that the sales are $19 per unit. The variable costs are $8 per unit. So of course our contribution margin is 11. That's 19 minus 8. Okay, and then our fixed costs, we'd have to be told that. So we can do some formulas. So we can take from B11 and multiply that times C9. Okay? And that comes out 76,000. Okay? Then we can go ahead and say copy that over to this next column. Okay, we need to make that column wider. Okay, something went wrong there. Let's see what we have here. We went C11. Okay, we don't want to do that. Okay, so we need to put in a separate formula. And that'll be still B11. B11 times D9. Okay, that problem happened because formulas in Excel are relative. So it's going to move over as it moves up or down. So if you copy the formula, you have to make sure that it's going to copy the right thing. You have to always check and see, does that make sense? And of course, I saw that that didn't make sense and realized, because I want them to use this number right here, this 19. I always want it to use B11, not to move to a different cell when it's calculating. So I could just say multiply the absolute value of 19 times C9, and then I could move that formula and copy that formula over to D, and that would work. But that means that what if we change our sales price? So what if I want to make this $19.50? Now it automatically switches my numbers on the budget. Okay, so I'm going to leave that at 19. I also maybe want to be able to switch the units. What if I want to say 5,000 units instead of 4,000? Okay, that automatically switched. So if you just calculate it on your phone calculator and type the number in there, and then you go to change something, then you got to go through that whole calculation again. So it's best to put the formulas in there, check yourself, make sure it works out, and then you can go on. Okay, so for my variable costs, they're $8. So I'm going to put in the formula of B12 times C9. Have B12, B12 times D9. Okay. Now for here, for the contribution margin, we can either do one of two things. We know that the contribution margin per unit is 19 minus 8, which is 11. So I can take $11 times the number of units. Or I can just say, take the total that's in C11 minus the total that's in C12. Okay, and then that one is easy to copy over to column D. Okay, and so that works out well. So our contribution margin then is 44,000 if we have 4,000 units that we sell. If we sell 7,000 units, we'll have 77,000. Now we put in the fixed costs, and you would have to be told the fixed cost, and so the fixed costs, let's say those are 15,000. Per month. Okay, and of course those are fixed, so they stay the same. And so our operating income is our contribution margin minus our fixed cost. So I'm going to take C13 minus C15, and then I can copy that over to the next column. And here's my flexible budget for both 4,000 and 7,000 units. And if I want to try different number of units or different costs, if we come up with different things, that's called sensitivity analysis. And we can easily, once we have all our formulas on here, we can easily just click in, change something, and then see what the bottom line is going to look like. So this is what we do with flexible budgets.